Next, let's talk about best practices for onboarding. Now, obviously, for every employee, it's a personal choice to decide whether or not to disclose a disability to their employer. Some may choose to participate in anonymous self-identification during the hiring and onboarding process, but may or may not disclose the disability to their actual supervisor or coworkers. For candidates who are neurodiverse, this experience can be very different for each one. Some might be more willing to disclose and ask for an accommodation during the interview. Others might not immediately disclose or ask for an accommodation, but they might later on after they're onboarded and they're working in the workplace. Some might disclose to the recruiter or hiring manager, but might not be comfortable with that information being shared more broadly with their coworkers and stuff. A lot of that has to do with what sort of culture or environment that you have. If you have one of those workplaces where the expectation is everybody has to think alike and everybody has to agree with one particular philosophy or something, neurodivergent folks are going to feel very uncomfortable about outing themselves. But if you make it a part of your culture that not everybody's mind works the same way, and we have diversity of thought and we have diversity of perspectives and diversity of culture and backgrounds, and that's okay. That makes us stronger, having different kinds of perspectives and stuff working together as a team. Then they might be more comfortable with outing themselves a little bit, particularly if they have to ask for an accommodation so they can thrive and be successful. It is helpful to have a conversation with an employee, whether you know that they're neurodivergent or you suspect that they might be neurodivergent, and ask them, what can you do to help set them up for success? That sort of like direct question. An autistic person is much more likely to say, hey, I have a problem with like lighting and I might need to wear shades indoors, or I might need noise canceling headsets, or I'm not very good at small talk and it makes me anxious when people come up and try to engage me in conversations about TV shows and stuff while I'm trying to work. What's important for a neurodivergent person is that if we have a leader or someone that we know is open and willing to learn and provide support, that's a huge boon to us. We're more likely to go and ask for help, ask for advice, help us to try and understand how to fit ourselves into the workplace and to ask for the accommodations that we need. I think that's the first step in setting the employee on a pathway to success.